We are outside of the Grand Prix ring. Right now they're walking the course for the Sunday afternoon Grand Prix. It's supposed to start at 2. It's going to start a little later today. So we're going to head in a second and walk the course with everyone and see what they're up against today. Okay, so this is the in gate, and I've been through this gate one time. The horses sometimes don't like it. Sometimes you see them canter. Sometimes none of them care. It's definitely a beautiful ring to ride in. If you ever get a chance to do it, you're very lucky. The first jump is all the way on the left-hand side, so we're going to take a walk over there right now. So the Rolex jump is the first jump. It's a nice square oxer. All these fences are 1.60 meters, so they're basically Olympic height. Obviously, they don't make it easy for Grand Prix riders at this level. The first jump is the Rolex jump, this nice green square oxer. You're going to roll back to this Fidelity vertical. And after that, it's a nice smooth bending turn to the Wellington regional jump, which is the maroon and white oxer right in front of us. After that, After that, we're going to make a nice smooth rollback to this purple jump at the end, the vertical. And then this is a bending line again to this triple combination.
And what's difficult here? What's the difficulty?
I would say, you know, for me anyway, a rollback in the beginning, it doesn't help set your pace for the course. I'm sure they're very aware that they need to have pace going up to a 1.60 meter jump, so they probably won't have any issues with that. But it definitely, you know, you'll have to sit the horse back on its haunches, make sure you don't get weak to that vertical. It's only the beginning of the course. And then again, you have another, more of a less severe rollback to the purple. And then that's kind of a nice bending line to get to this combination that we have here. So I don't see that being a problem, but they did put a trap at the end of the combination. They have a white plank at the end, so number 6. They'll definitely, you know, they can't build up pace to that because it is flat cups, which means that if they touch it even slightly, it'll probably fall down. So after the combination, they're going to go to a plank, and that's the 6th jump. This is the 7th jump. Again, it's a square oxer. They'll probably be building a pace in the middle of their course, so they're going to want to be aware that it's set wide, and I'm sure their horses are more than capable. After that, they're going to bend left and jump the water to 9 and 10. So far I would say this first rollback, you know, like I said, they get a little bit behind the leg. You know, it's your second jump, you're rolling back. I wouldn't like it, but then again, I don't do the Grand Prix yet, so. And then, of course, the combination to the plank is difficult. And as always, sometimes the water is a problem. But like I said, these are top-level horses and riders, so they shouldn't have a problem. So this is the water jump. It's jump 8. You never want to get a long distance to a water jump. You want to kind of have your pace and get right on top of it so they could jump over. And then, of course, you don't want them too much on the forehand. You want to be able to get them back for your next line, which is the air maze to this green bicycle jump down there. So after jump 7, you're going to bend left and jump your water jump. Like I said before, you never want to get a long spot to the water, and they're going to have to get their horses up in front of them again to jump the air maze oxer. After that, they have a skinny, so this is going to be, like always, one of the more difficult combinations on course. So 10 is the skinny, and then they're going to have to roll back to this horse jump over there, which, you know, it's by the crowd, it's by the tents. Some horses might shy away. There is that, they put those, I don't have another hand to point. They put those palm trees there to kind of almost force the rider to go around. You know, in a jump off, obviously you wouldn't want to go around the palm tree. But definitely don't want to lose pace around there. Just keep it going because you have to roll back to that horse jump, the oxer. I'll try not to trip again. It's very crowded out here today, clearly. Everyone is... Oh yeah. I saw McLean before, Kevin Babington walking the course. There's always a great number of riders here. This is jump 11. It's another square oxer. It's off of a rollback, but again, they'll probably go around the palm tree in the first round. And then you head over to 12AB, which is this Wellington Realty combination.
And is that the last one?
And then there's just one more oxer off to the left. So there, we're wrapping up the course. After jump 11, when you roll back after the skinny, you're going to head to this combination. After the combination, you're going to hit jump 11. It's a nice tall oxer, you know, about as wide as all the jumps have been on course. And after that, they're done. Then on to the jump off. Just in case we get some good shots while we're walking. Someone trips and falls and sprains their elbow. You never know what's going to happen. Yep, so here's your last jump. Like I said, it's as wide as about everything else has been.
How wide do you think this is?
I'm trying to think of the specs. Sometimes they have it on here. I know the height is 1.60 meters. It's probably at least 4 feet wide. It's wide. Very wide, so.
You need a scopy horse too.
Oh yes, definitely need a scopy horse.
So just from walking around, which rails do you think are going to come down?
I think there might be rails down at Hermes, just because it's right after the water. And there might be rails down at the plank, just because you got too strong out of the combination. If you tap it just a little bit, if you're unlucky, it'll fall down. You know, it's hard to tell. Sometimes you just get an unlucky rail here and there for no reason. You could ride up to it perfectly. But I think that those are probably the two tricky spots on course. Okay, well, clearly my season has been cut a little bit short. I actually sprained my elbow. I may have a hairline fracture, but I think I just sprained it. I wasn't even riding, so that's a little disappointing. Not that I, knock on wood, want to get injured while I'm riding. So that's pretty much it for me this season. And of course it's disappointing, but you know, everything happens. This is a sport where we ride live animals, and you know, I didn't even get hurt riding, so I can't say that I didn't have a wonderful season, but it is what it is, and I'm happy to be down here cheering on everyone else on the team. It's, as much as it's an individual sport, it really is nice to be part of a horse family, and I have the best friends that, you know, keep me smiling. And it's nice to see everybody, you know, else riding and be able to cheer them on. So I'll probably be out for a couple of weeks, and then the plan is to take a little time off from riding just to get my back in better shape, just so I can be in fighting shape for when I'm ready to come back. There's no point in trying to rush it. Obviously, the universe is telling me I need to take a rest, and I'm going to listen this time. So I'll go home in a couple of weeks, and yep, I'll be back in the cold in New York, dreaming of palm trees, and then we'll see what happens this summer. I'll get, you know, I'll rest as much as I can. I'll try to follow the doctor's orders, and hopefully this summer I'll be able to do, you know, get back into it. There's no point in sulking. There's nothing you can do about it, so. And I'm in Florida, so sulking's not really an option. People don't feel bad for me.